evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to the board meeting tonight. I would like to call this meeting to order. Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine, Commissioner
Here.
Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Here, yes.
and Commissioner Lindsay. Yes. I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we adopt the agenda.
I second it.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
yes, Commissioner Miller,
Yeah.
Commissioner Singleton.
Yes.
Motion passed. Okay, the motion has been second and approved. Next. We'll have the financial report.
Good evening to members of the Commission Board, Chair Lindsay. I'd like to begin tonight by providing you with an update on the General and Enterprise Fund financials for the period July 1, 2021 through May 31st, 2022.
Excuse me, can you take the mask off, please, so we can hear you clear? Thank you.
Absolutely. Is this better?
All right.
Total revenues for general fund for the 11-month period were 16.5 million compared to 14.9 million around this time last year. Represents approximately $1.6 million increase in revenues, or approximately 10.7% increase. Program revenue was a large driver for this increase due to COVID-related decrease in program revenue in early fiscal year 21. Administrative revenue is also up. We did have an increased allocation for fiscal year 22, but the difference could also be due to the timing of fund distribution from the county. Categories, program revenue categories with the greatest increase were parks and rental revenue was up $141,000. Recreational youth camps saw a $140,000 increase, and athletic and recreational revenues were up $87,000. Total general fund expenditures for this period were 12.98 million compared to 12.82 million this time last year. It represents approximately $159,000 increase, or 1.2%. Capital improvement expenditures and programming expenditures were the largest drivers of this increase. I will note that the difference in pension benefit tax line item from last fiscal year to this fiscal year is largely due to the OPEB funding. Last year, the funding was sent in May. It actually was just made this month, so it will appear on next month's report. Enterprise fund revenues for the current period were 1 million compared to 953,000 this time last year. That represents approximately $48,000 increase, or 5% increase. Membership program and enterprise revenues were the largest driver for the increase. Pro shop and green fee revenues were the largest enterprise revenue drivers. And enterprise fund expenditures for this period were 1.1 million compared to 1.2 million this time last year. Represents approximately $135,000 decrease, or 11.3%. While overall expenditures have decreased, Capital outlay and improvement expenditures have increased from this time last year. That's largely due to the bunker repair projects and the roofing repairs at the clubhouse. Were there any questions?
What was the miscellaneous expenses for? The 825?
For enterprise fund?
Yes.
It's likely that we received a credit. I will have to pull the supporting documentation. I can provide that to you before the next meeting.
Are there any questions from any of the other commissioners regarding the budgets?
I do not have any.
If there are no more questions, I'd like to thank you, Ryan, for the reports.
Thank you very much. I do have some remarks prepared to provide an update on the budget for fiscal year 23.
Okay.
On the evening of June 7th, the Richland County Council approved funding for all millage agencies at the no mill increase rate for fiscal year 23. The no mill increase rate allocates $15.55 million to the Richland County Recreation Commission's general fund for general operating purposes. For many of the millage agencies, including RCRC, this allocation is less than the requested funding for fiscal year 23. As such, we will adjust our proposed budget for our July meeting, and we will provide an update on that item.
And I guess it's not a possibility of that we receive any additional funds. Is that a possibility? Or?
At this time, the 15.55 is what was approved and allocated at the third reading.
Is that the same we had last year?
That's actually less than what was allocated last year. I have the figure here that I can.
Thank you very much. Any additional comments?
Just that last in the current fiscal year that we're in, our allocation was 15.95 million. So it was approximately a $400,000 decrease.
Madam Chair, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Ryan, so the projected, so we got 15.5, but now the budget that we submitted to council, the request was higher than that. So when you return to us in the July meeting, are you going to share with us how there will be a reallocation of funds to plan and prepare for that lesser amount?
Yes, that's the intent, that we will adjust the proposed budget and we will indicate which line items were affected.
So we will have that at the July meeting.
Yes, that is correct.
And what is the total number, the total cost that we will have to adjust the budget by at this point?
The difference between what was requested and what was approved was $513,000 roughly.
513 roughly. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. I look forward to seeing that change.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Comments regarding the budget? Unfinished business was none. Next, we'll go to new business. Ms. Williams, will you do the report for us on that?
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
so, Prism Health,
Excuse
We
me, you might
approve-
need to go to the microphone. I don't know.
I got
You
one
have one?
right
Okay.
here, yep. Prism Health, sent an addendum to the license agreement that was approved at the last board meeting. And their addendum basically outlines that they want to agree to, do various Thursdays, for, Crossroads, parking lot to do the mobile health clinic. So, last meeting, we had approved for them to do the first Saturdays of the month. And then, so the additional days will be various, Thursdays. I did receive an email today on which specific Thursdays that they would want. So it'll be every other month, July 7th, starting July 7th, September 1st, November 3rd, and January the 5th. So again, this is just the, addendum to what was agreed on, and approved last month.
Are there any questions regarding this? This is a great opportunity. Evidently, Prisma was satisfied with the amount of people that came out. So they went from doing every first Saturday and they want to include Thursday. And I think that's a great opportunity for the Crossroads community and the people in and around Eastover. Thank you very much.
So Madam Chair, we would just need to vote on that.
I'm sorry.
We need a vote. We need to
Oh, I'm
vote on
sorry.
the addendum.
Sorry about that. Okay, for the addendum for the license agreement for Prisma Health System Mobile Clinic, we need a vote. We need a motion to accept this agreement.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the addendum to the license agreement for the Prisma Health System Mobile Clinic.
Second, and I vote yes.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine. Commissioner,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller.
Yeah.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
motion passed.
Thank you. It has been second and approved. Other business, the interim executive director's report.
Okay, I just have a brief report for you this evening. Just project updates. We have Fires Gate Athletic Complex. The asphalt was laid near the front entrance of the gate. The handrails were installed down near the concession stand. We are waiting for the contractor to paint the lines, put up the signs, and install the handicap areas in the parking lot. Richland County Tennis Center, all courts have been resurfaced. We'll be working to get the windscreens back up on the fences and do a few cosmetics, including making the bleachers look better and also kind of cleaning the sidewalks, because the portion of the sidewalks that were done to extend out for handicap compliance, ADA compliance, we just wanted to look better. For SC Kaufman Road Crosswalk, the crosswalk is finished at Kaufman Road Park. And other items, RCRC received a $1,000 sponsorship from Savamo Paper Company to sponsor swim lessons at Eastover Park. Right. So that ends my report.
Are there any questions?
Thank you.
Sorry. I have one question, on the Richland County Tennis Center. Do we have an estimate date that it will be completed and open to the public?
Walked through today. So we saw that a little bit more needs to be done to the site prior to do that.
Okay, thank you. I'm sure the tennis players will be interested in getting out there in the sun and playing. Any other comments or questions regarding the interim executive director's report? Thank you very much. We'll have the next report from Ms. Felicia Venable.
Hey, I'd like to say something real quick. If I could, is it too late? Hello?
Not too late. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I just want to say that I appreciate the job that everybody did in handling the Friars Gate issue. And I hope that people, citizens in that area know how hard that our staff did work. And, you know, circumstances happen, but they've got to realize that we have everybody's safety and well-being in our thoughts all the time. And, you know, we did react as quick as we could. So thank you.
Ashley, did you hear any comments regarding Friars Gate?
Yes, everyone is very happy with the outcome. You know, we did get those emails, but at this time, everyone is very happy and excited that the park is back open.
Great. And I want to thank you too for doing a follow-up for Friars Gate. That's real helpful. Shows that we're cooperating and we're doing the best we can and trying to help everybody. Okay.
Tamika and the entire team were fabulous throughout it. So thanks again, guys.
Okay, Felicia.
All right. Good evening, Chair. Good evening, Board. I want to just talk about some of the events that have taken place at Richland County Recreation Commission since our last board meeting. And the spring youth volleyball actually was not in that time frame, but they had so much fun, they thought it was worth mentioning tonight. This event took place at Bluff Road Park. It started on March the 1st and ended on May the 21st, but it was 57 participants. And from the surveys that were submitted, they were highly praised for everyone that was involved. So we want to say thank you to the volunteer coaches and want to say thank you to the staff at Bluff Road Park. So that's to Mr. Henry and Cynthia and Ira. So kudos for the spring youth volleyball. On May the 25th, here at the Park Lane Adult Activity Center, they held a senior health and fitness day. 55 people were in attendance and they had 4 vendors. And it was very positive feedback and it was well organized. So thank you to Shantae and Jaleesa and Yolanda. Eastover Pool hosted a community day and that was held on Saturday, June the 4th. They had 35 students, including parents, involved. And RCRC partnered with the Greenview Dolphin swim team and they had a speaker to come out to that event. So we appreciate the activity and the involvement. And from what I heard, the mayor also stopped in to pay a visit to the Eastover Park pool on June the 4th at this event. The next event, we received kudos and high praises, and we appreciate our commissioners for your attendance in this event. And that was the commissioners meet and greet that was held on June the 7th here at the Park Lane Adult Activity Center. We had a great meal and the employees really enjoyed the opportunity to speak to the commissioners. So thank you very much. On June the 9th, they had a commencement ceremony that Richland County Recreation Commission was invited to, and that was for the South Carolina Youth Challenge Academy. And we wanted to say a special thank you to Commissioner Anderson and to Connie Reeves for organizing that. They had 56 cadets to graduate and we were in attendance. So thank you very much. Where the change happens, and we enjoyed providing recreational opportunities down at McGrady Training Center in Eastover. And as Ms. Tamika has already gone over, Prisma Health has a mobile unit at Crossroads, and currently they're providing services on the first Saturdays of each month until February 2023. And our upcoming events. This week has been a very busy week. We actually started summer camp today with Summer Mania at several different sites throughout Richland County. We also started Camp Sunshine, which is now at Trenum Park. And also started today, we started with our Rec to Go events that started at Crane Forest. So AD is there now handing out bags of activities for the RCRC Cares Rec to Go. Also on June the 18th and 19th, we have some Juneteenth events. They have a kickball jamboree at the Perrin Thomas Center. and a Juneteenth celebration at Eastover. And on June the 25th, we have a summer teen blast at Bluff Road Park. And on June the 7th, they're having an anniversary and patron appreciation day at the Donis Ferry Adult Activity Center. That's it.
Hey, I want to thank you for your report. And I also enjoyed the meet and greet. And hopefully we'll have another one maybe in the fall and include everyone who can come from the parks. And also I understand it was, I believe I saw a comment box.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to review those at some point to see what we can, how we can improve and do better.
Yes, ma'am. We
and
look
from the
forward to it.
suggestions.
Yes, ma'am.
All
We
right,
look
thank you
forward
so
to it.
much. Thank you both.
You're welcome.
Did any of the other commissioners have any comments regarding?
Yes, I want to thank the team greatly. As I told you guys, you know what, my focus is always on the youth and the seniors. And as Felicia just pointed out, she talked about the graduation, which was greatly appreciated. They showed up in round numbers and it really helped those morale for those children. But even more so, the fun day that they had on the 2nd was great. I mean, that was fantastic. The Lord, I have to give my praise to God because it was supposed to be a hot day that day. But it was very cool. It was cloudy, rain came and cooled off, and those kids had a fantastic time. And then on the 4th, that Saturday, I got a phone call on the 3rd asking if there's any way that we could get the gym from Eastover opened up so that these kids could have like a little kind of a little rival basketball game with DJJ. And we know the kid that's associated with DJJ. And so we called Ira and Connie got together and they were able to put that together. And those kids had a wonderful time. You would never know that they were at-risk kids because they worked great together. They had good sportsmanship. They did all the things that were needed. We just couldn't get the officials there that we wanted to have because it was such a last-minute deal. But I just want to thank everybody associated, everybody that contributed, because these kids are our kids. Many of them are Richland County kids. And so just to see you guys there meant a whole lot to me, because now I know that I can truly say I'm working with some of the finest people that Richland County, South Carolina has. You know, thank y'all again.
Thank you. Now we'll become, it'll be time for the election of officers. I would like to accept nominations from the commissioners for the position of chairperson.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Donzetta Lindsay for the position of chair.
I'll second that.
Are there any other nominations for chairperson? Okay, I guess we have to have a vote.
You could move the nominations be closed and Ms. Lindsay voted in by acclamation since there's only one candidate.
Madam Chair, I move that the nominations be closed and that you be reinstated by acclamation since there is no other candidate.
Well, I want to thank you I want to thank everyone for their confidence in me. And I do try hard, so I guess I'm gonna try a little harder the next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Donzetta.
Thank you.
And for the record, I would
Now we'll have nominations for the position of vice chair.
Madam Chair, I nominate Brittany Singleton as vice chair.
Are there any other nominations for vice chair?
You could have the same motion.
Hey, sorry, it's hard for me to hear. Are we nominating vice chair?
Yes, Rob.
Can we just have the list follow so Ashley could take that spot? That would be my nomination.
Brittany was also nominated.
Oh, okay. Then I don't want to upset the apple cart there. All right, I'm getting back off.
It was two nominations, was it? Oh, he didn't. Oh, okay. So it was only one nomination, which would be Brittany Singleton for co-chair.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that it be closed by acclamation, being that there was only one nomination.
Right. So Brittany Singleton has been nominated and confirmed as co-chair.
Thank you.
As vice chair. Thank you. We will now have the nomination for secretary. Any nominations for secretary?
Madam Chair, I'd like to nominate Alfonso Anderson for secretary.
Are there any other nominations for secretary? Nominations closed, and Alfonso Anderson will be secretary. I would like to thank all of the commissioners for their attendance tonight. And I'd also like to thank them for a swift and fair nomination. Are there any comments regarding any of the nominations? Now we'll go in executive session.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we move into executive session.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Can they hear you?
I can only hear you, Donzetta. I cannot hear the roll call.
Okay.
Commissioners,
Same here.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine, Commissioner Lapine,
Here, or yes.
motion passed.
Thank you. came out of executive session. It was, no action was taken. Um, Now we need a motion to adjourn.
Madam Chair, I'll make the motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine.
He's off.
Oh, so it's just, okay,
Miller and Lapine left.
okay, Commissioner
Oh, is he
Lindsey.
still on? I don't-
Madam Chairwoman, I would just note for the record, the quorum lost as they were coming out. So just adjourning would be, I think, sufficient.
He's there. Ashley is gone also. Okay, Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, we adjourn. Well, thank you, everybody again.